From my point of view, acupuncture have a double action. They can reinforce or reduce.
Yes.
So, and the second, if you find that if people excessive condition,
excess condition,
you use acupuncture as a reduce methods.
Yes.
And if it's a deficiency type, you need more nourishment or reinforce.
Yes.
And I think that they need differentiation.
Differentiation. Okay. Thank you.
Sorry. Personally, I have worked with many Chinese doctors. All of them have been trained in depth.
Yes.
And as Dr. Wang said, in the Chinese university, they've all finished at least 5 years systematic training and study.
Yes.
Also, they've had at least 15 to 20 years experience.
Yes.
Clinical practice. What I've noticed about acupuncture differentiation is they do tend to belong to two groups.
Yes.
Some of them would make detailed differentiation, almost very similar to the herbal formula.
Yes.
Not only like kidney 3 or kidney 6, that's quite Western, I think, to the Chinese doctors. I'm not 100% sure, but I feel that's more like a Western training system of acupuncture. But in Chinese medicine, those Chinese doctors, they would think what's interlinked with the kidney. So if there is kidney insufficiency, then what's caused that? Whether it's age-related only or any other factors contributing to that. Plus, that condition has caused what other scenarios for the body. So they would consider all those factors into their training and then provide a systematic treatment for the whole body.
Okay.
And normally the treatment, the effect can be good, very good actually. That's one group. And there is the other group, which is amazing. They tend not to think too much about differentiation. I've had master level. They tend to be the master level of acupuncturists. I've done some interviews with some of them. They tend to say, all you need is your own vital energy, your qi. And because that vital energy, when you concentrate, you focus, your vital energy can help the client's vital energy. So that's more like to achieve the inner balance without trying to manipulate.
Okay, so that's depends on your own vital energy to intervention with the patients.
Yes, but between those two, I feel group 1, it's the skills can be copied. You need a study, but you can learn it.
Yes.
The second group, sometimes it is uncopyable.
Okay. I take your point.
That's what I feel.
I take your point. Thank you. Thank you.
Can I just add one more thing?
Yes.
Are you mainly trying to say if it's genetic, then we look at it a different way than non-genetic?
You mean genetic disease or genetic?
Genetic disease.
This is a general question. It's not only for one specific.
I know, but are we here trying to differentiate? If it's genetic, then it is more or less it's impossible to treat. We can maybe make it better, but it's impossible.
That's possible, I think, but not all part. For example, the eye disease called
forgive me.
Psoriasis can be genetic.
No.
Psoriasis.
Psoriasis, no.
That is genetic.
It is genetic related, but that can be improved.
Can be improved, but not cured. That's what I'm trying to say. Can be improved.
Yeah.
I still have a question.
Okay. Go ahead.
Many years ago in Germany, they have made a research. it's like 10,000 patients they have participated, and like 1,000 acupuncturists participate to the research. It's for migraine patients. Maybe you already heard about the result of the research. It's so there's one group of sham acupuncture, so they don't puncture any, always a fake acupuncture way to puncture, but the result is not
different.
So
but there is no such thing as sham acupuncture. There is no such thing as sham acupuncture.
I love this
because
answer.
you have your standard TCM points.
Yeah.
Every square millimeter of the body is an acupuncture point. It's a potential acupuncture point.
Anyway, I'm not discussing not like this way. What I'm saying is we are learning every day. Yeah? We are learning the books, but you will be disappointed to some way if they don't know anything about the acupuncture, they puncture, they have result as well. Then you will guide you thinking in deeply. Okay, we have taken so many time to study so many books, and they get the same result as us. So this is actually, you have to think it deeply. What?
Maybe.
Actually, this is my question to everyone here. So because we are studying every day and they didn't, and they can get the same result of us.
I don't think they do get the same result.
No, exactly.
But I would also say that proves to some extent that the herbal medicine pattern diagnosis is not perhaps essential or even the best pattern diagnosis for acupuncture.
No.
And I think that, at least in the United States, in the United States we have very extensive training that in terms of hours is almost the same as China. Our basic master's degree students spend 3.5 years of full time.
Similar to China.
Yeah, it's very similar to China. The only difference is the basic education is in the bachelor's degree. Because all acupuncturists in the United States have a minimum of 8 years full-time education for the entry level. So, or 7 years, but it's similar. But the way we teach them is mainly through herbal medicine paradigm, right? And if you're looking, for example, at this type of case study that you gave, where you're talking about, this is not an herbal medicine paradigm, and the application of the needle is not an herbal medicine paradigm to the same extent. So my question is, I don't believe that acupuncture treats kidney yin specifically or kidney yang specifically or drains dam. Spleen 9 doesn't drain dam. When you take the needle out, water doesn't come out. Spleen 9 regulates the channels so that the body itself takes care of the dampness. And because of that, we can exploit the channel system in a different way that we can't do with herbal medicine, right? And so that's why my feeling is they have to be separated, and the teaching sometimes is too integrated.
Okay, so let's start a summary about this discussion. First of all, thank you all of your contributions. Whether from Swati, Catherine, what's your name? Kasha, and Isabella, Henry, Dr. Ma, etc. All your comments are appreciated. It's all contribute for each other, for benefit for each other. There are some other further questions which couldn't explain more detail in this class, such as you mentioned about either sham acupuncture, etc. That's possibly in the future, while year 2 or year 3, you're doing your more specific acupuncture research, or even your certificate thesis. That's very interesting area. But for today, now we are still on year 1. We're doing some advanced pattern differentiation. And today, about quantitative Jing, why I put this question here? First, as I mentioned, acupuncture in the Western countries are more widely practiced than herbs. So we should more understanding deeply about differentiation. Is it only for herbal patterns or acupuncture as well? So I agree, as Chengdi mentioned, some of you also mentioned as well, acupuncture do need differentiation. But this differentiation is more widely and also specifically, I agree with Dr. Ma mentioned, not only the Zhang organ pattern, kidney qi deficiency, spleen yang deficiency, heart yin deficiency, etc., but also most important is about the channel. Channel differentiation. In acupuncture treatment, in most or many cases, even more important than pattern differentiation itself, including yesterday, Dr. Ye mentioned about the palpitation. So that's the reason I mentioned the first channel the sound organs. Secondly, intervention. Here, intervention means acupuncture treatment. It's, as somebody mentioned, stimulation. Not like herbs. We give you something. You drain the damage out. It's just the stimulation, the body surface, the acupuncture point. This is an intervention. Stimulate the area, then our body itself make it a balance. From yin and yang imbalance, make this help itself, the mechanism, the self-mechanism to balance itself. This is partly answer your question for the shear acupuncture point. In the future, we can discuss as well. That's one question. The last one for full diagnosis methods. So we all know. We know question, observation, question, hearing, listening. Last one, palpitation. But palpitation, for most of us, we focus on pulse palpitation, pulse. But another method, partly of palpitation, is the palpitation of points and channel. But this is not emphasized by many practitioners. So that's the reason I put differentiation here. The palpitation, 切按寻找 palpitation, search, palpitation, pressure, etc. It's the unique acupuncture differentiation area. So that's the reason I put it here. I suppose with some discussion. And it will be linked for today's subject about the brain. I will touch this area as well about how to palpitate or differentiate on the channel with brain. That's the question we leave for today. Yeah, thank you all for your discussion. Okay, yeah. Okay, I have mentioned why I choose this subject about Huang in the brain. Huang, of course, is the name of the module. Huang is our discussion. But this Huang is not a bachelor degree. It's a master and a PhD degree. So they are mostly focused for some subject discussion, most interesting area of the brain. So for my personal understanding, so as I discussed, I'd like to share my personal experiences or study result to share with you what's the Huang Jing discussion about the brain. So this is a specific area, and this area is the most, we say, it's important or discussed area in TCM developing in mainland China, particularly in mainland China. Yeah. One more question I'd like to mention. I put my website here. So this website is my new, something like official website, but mostly focused on the education. My major clinical website is this one. You can put www.tj.co.uk. So yesterday someone mentioned how to download or find my whole page of my paper. So I showed Henry. So possibly this new one, just the format is not available for the. So if you search this one, you can find my whole page on the blog. My website and with a column of a blog, you can find the new understanding. You can download the whole page on the blog area if you are interested. The paper I mentioned, a new understanding of brain and its clinical practice. That is the paper you can download. So for today's the main contents, first of all, we have some slight discussion about the Huang Jing in general. This is something like a review for existing Huang Jing area, including, I believe all of you have already viewed the online teaching materials, the lectures from Dr. Liu Mei and your discussion. So I'd like to hear or